Yeah, what is going on, friends, Halloweeners? I'm sure if you're like me and you're sitting here amongst a wrapper of, maybe yours or your kids' Halloween candy, since everyone could be in bed at the moment, or they could be in bed, and you've raided their stash. They don't miss those one or two candy bars, man. They haven't got that stuff counted yet. Trust me. So grab yourself some of that candy. Nestle in.
Nestle in. Snuggle up.
Because we got a little adventure coming your way. We decided to drop some tricks and treats here today. If this is your first time here, welcome. If this is not, welcome back. Guys, this is not the first time that we have done this kind of spoiler adventure, so make sure you subscribe so you get alerts. Join the Bad Publicity family. Give us a subscribe. Join us when we usually do our L5R Thursdays, and be part of the conversation. So as people start to trickle in here, I'm just gonna wait, kind of drag it out a little bit, let people come in. So the regular spiel, if you'd like to help us out, we're running a Patreon. If you're watching this on YouTube Gaming, there is a way to help us sponsor the show down below. Corey, what's going on your Halloween night?
Just hanging out. As you can see, my beverage is going as a can of refried beans.
Oh, man. Trick-or-treating was a little rougher for you today, man, eh?
Yeah, sorry. but yeah, it's been a good day. Getting ready to chat up the spoiler. I know everyone's loving to hear us drag it on and muckety muck, but it's okay. I do before we get into it though, I do want to give a big thank you and shout out to FFG and the really cool guys over at like marketing and OP and everything for helping provide us with the spoiler. Super cool of them. It's not something that they have to do, but it's really awesome that they do it. Because we all like to have really cool cards to talk about, discuss, and get excited because we're about to get a lot of new cards very quickly, really soon.
Not we still have to buy it.
Oh, right.
We're not about to get. They're just going to be released.
Right. You're gonna do some budgeting.
Yeah, I know, right? Anyway, so that being said, guys, get ready, sit back, here we go. Let's look at what we got here. You hoping it's something good? Hoping it's a dragon?
Yeah.
Well, you are in luck, Corey, from your reaction to that. It's not a dragon. Our first unveil here of the packs. Oh, unicorn.
Ooh.
Unicorn!
Yeah, there hasn't been a unicorn reveal yet. At least all the stuff I've seen leaked so far online. So thanks for hanging out, guys. Here we go. So,
do you know why there hasn't been one yet?
I don't know. Maybe because everyone talks trash about that clan. So,
no, because
they should stop.
Because we sat on it for our Halloween episode.
That's right. We're camping on it. Cool. Well, I guess I'll dive in and we'll work on breaking this card down.
Yeah, because you're our official, at least title reader. Yeah, title reader.
So this card is called Gaijin Customs. It is a 1-cost event. It is an action. If you control a unicorn card, choose a non-unicorn character, ready the chosen character. It only costs 1 influence. So as a unicorn player, you're like, okay, so this is like if there's some really cool neutrals and stuff like that I can play with, or maybe I have some out of clan conflict cards. Cool, that's pretty neat. We still don't know. It looks like they're going to be pushing like a big Imperial theme with neutrals, and maybe there'll be some good ones that'll splash and stuff in clan. That's cool. But on the other side, for using this as a splash into other factions, this can open up a lot of really cool synergies, because it only like a lot of these decks that have been splashing like Uchi Wayfinder, you can drop a Wayfinder down, scout a province, and then Gaijin Customs to unbow ready another character of yours and get them ready to do another challenge. But it also only has to be a unicorn card. Spyglass is pretty hot right now.
Yeah, that's the the in thing that the kiddies are using.
Yeah. So there's definitely some really interesting things that you might be able to play around and do with this card. Plus, the quote and the artwork is fantastic. It's just two people from different groups not really understanding what the other one is doing. It's pretty amazing.
So I think this is gonna be a nice piece of a deck that's going to be splashing unicorn. I agree. I think you're going to want to be able to, when you have this card, be able to pull it off. So because it's reversed, it's a unicorn card that triggers non-unicorn characters. That's a little weird at first, but when you think about the power that it brings outside of faction, I think it's really cool. To be able to ready any character that you like is just such a tempo swing, right? Mm-hmm. To be able to double attack with a champion, double like attack then defend, be able to push in with your strong board presence and then react to the whatever the conflict, the counter push, is just a very, very underrated. And I mean, sometimes cards like this, they look so chintzy, but they're not. I think this is going to be I think this could be a potential to be a powerhouse.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at a deck. I've read those like Joe from Cincinnati articles. Shout out. It's a pretty fun deck to play around with. He's splashing unicorn in that. And what's really cool, like Crab already has a lot of ways to get a lot of mileage out of some of their bigger like defensive characters. And now if you think you like defend, Mountain does not fall, you don't bow, you put it into an offense, attack something, and then your opponent takes their other challenge, all of a sudden you can Gaijin Customs when you have a guy with a Spyglass out, or you drop in Scout, ready that powerhouse again, and swing in. Like, if you get a pretty decent hand, you can trigger off a lot to just get a lot of work done with your bigger characters and stuff you have on the field.
Yeah,
it's pretty awesome.
You don't have to make those tougher decisions about when to move it in. Also, it not having any restriction on when the action can be done, like it's not within a conflict or a certain timing window, a certain phase there. I think that's really opens up the flexibility to use it. I know it's not classified as a reaction, but if your guys get bowed out for whatever reason, you'll be able to use it as a reaction to ready your boy back up or your girl.
Right.
So it's very versatile that way. I think it still could see play within the Unicorn faction itself. If you're going with a stronger character presence over faction events or different other cards, other than the characters. If you're really splashing a lot of, as the card pool grows up, if you're splashing a lot of cheaper influence cards that are characters, this is still perfect.
Yeah, and then again, as I said, we haven't had a lot of the neutrals and stuff spoiled. I mean, I know core set neutral is not like the hottest thing right now, but we did see like the Imperial neutral that gets buffed off other Imperial cards. So there could be a really neat theme that might be coming out that Unicorn might be able to play with. And so we'll see. Like, that might be their best chance for this being a good in-faction card. But I mean, thematically, with like the name of it, and all that, it definitely leans towards being a taken out of clan style card.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it's really cool because it brings those surprise tricks that Unicorn is known for, and then brings them cheaply available to you outside of faction. if you're so aligning with Unicorn, get some of that trickery. So there you go, man. What do you think? Cool?
Yeah,
I hope so. Let us know what you guys think in the comments below. Get a good little discussion, first reactions down there. We'd like to see you guys light it up, see what you thought. While you're down there, feel free to like and subscribe. Like I said, this is not the first time we've been able to do a spoiler reveal, so make sure that you are in the know when it's going down on Bad Publicity. Cool.
All right, well, later, guys.
Have yourself a wonderful evening. Enjoy the... What's that?
Oh, wait. What if we had another one?
What? What if you're not done that mini bag of trips? Or chips? Trips? Grips? Blips? Man, that's too many Kit Kats for me.
I know. Sugar overload.
No,
seriously, like, what if we happen to have another spoiler?
I think if we have another one, we should be getting some monster likes and subscribes on this video for double spoilage. Wouldn't you say?
I know. I mean, what a Halloween surprise. God.
Yeah.
2 spoilers, one for 1 subscribe click. That's pretty good.
I know.
Good conversion.
You do the trick, we provide the treat.
Yeah. So seriously, we actually do have a second spoiler. So if you hadn't already canceled and jumped off the channel, congrats for sticking around. You get to do the Marvel after the credits surprise at the end. So good on you.
That was pretty. You know, the planning of this sounded way better before we went live than the execution.
It's okay.
But it's still, we're just a couple guys having fun on Halloween. It's still Halloween right now. It's 11:14 for me. So ready?
Yeah.
Drum.
Yep.
Doom. Boom. We have right here our neutral holding.
Yeah, I'm going to try my best to try to pronounce this. So this is the Mawakukabe. If I butchered that, I'm really sorry. But hopefully it was okay. So this is an Imperial Holding, limit 1 per deck. It is +3 province strength. Interrupt. When this holding's province is broken, shuffle this card back into your Dynasty deck. So this is pretty cool if you're trying to build. I mean, we kind of looked at things like Borderlands Fortification. If you get another thing that also can buff up and make you kind of be able to turtle and tank a little bit with your provinces, and the fact that it keeps kind of putting itself back in your deck, it's interesting.
Well, I think this is really powerful. +3 on a holding is really cool already, and the ability to move it back in once it
gets broken.
Yeah, once it's broken, that's really cool, especially for clans like we've talked before. If you haven't watched our crab, you know how they synergize with holdings. Well, this one here, it's technically you're never going to run out of holdings, so that's going to be cool. Maybe down the road, who knows, if there's a way to pull holdings out, at least you'll never run out, right? Like once province breaks, shuffle it in, pull it back out, and then keeps triggering, right? So it's just kind of a cool mechanic to just cycle it up.
And if you think about too, I mean, someone's going to eventually go Seeker of Earth, where you can play with 2 Earth provinces, and so now you get those provinces that are already pretty tough to break, and then you're able to stack in holdings like this in Borderlands Fortification, which make them even harder to break. You can actually make some pretty resilient provinces if some of the right other support cards and stuff come down the line. Could be pretty interesting. And it's an Imperial card, which can be significant based on other things that trigger off of the Imperial keyword.
Potentially.
So, potentially. I mean, we saw the one guy. So far there's at least one card that's doing it.
Yeah. So don't discount it out. This is early impressions.
That's right.
No,
so, cool.
I think that again, I think this is cool. I mean, it's not like the decision making is already taken out for you. It's a one of. Right. So it's not like it's competing for a huge number of deck slots. It's giving you +3 as a holding. It's going back into your deck for recursion. I think this is really cool.
Yeah, and what's also pretty neat, this is, I don't know, it shuffles the deck.
Yeah, I was thinking that too, right? But
who plays with like spirit callers, who has to bottom like the characters you recur, it actually could be pretty neat to have. You know, there might be other interactions where that can matter, being able to shuffle your dynasty deck.
Yeah,
it's a little thing.
I was thinking that based off just some of the Netrunner interactions, how getting sometimes a shuffle is good, right? So I haven't seen too much come from that with this game yet, but at least it's still there.
Yeah.
You know, as like we said, as the card pool flushes out and the game matures, you know, sometimes these little mechanics that are happening in this cycle, you might have to pay attention to and you'll forget about like later on, right? So that could be another bonus of this card. But I just think it's cool, man. I think that it's definitely taken the mystery out of if you're going to play it or not. I think when it comes out, you might as well throw one of in your deck and try it. You know, having a +3 holding on the right province is not going to be anything really to sneeze at, right? So,
yeah, I mean, it's pretty good. If you think about it, buffing some of those like really weak provinces, like For Shame or what is it, Restoration of Balance, stuff like that. It could be pretty interesting.
It gets some of the ones that have base 3 already up to 6 at least, you know.
Yeah, so pretty cool. I dig it.
Yeah, so do I. So, guys, again, thank you very much for tuning in to the Bad Publicity Halloween spoiler special.
Ooh.
I know, we should have like some cool sound effects, or I don't know if I should play some Thriller tracks or something.
Should have loaded up the fog machine or something.
More dry ice. So this is actually the end. We do not have...
I don't have another one. Sorry.
Yeah, we don't have any more. That was the whole rundown. So this is no trick. So thank you very much for tuning in. We just wanted to do a quick, 20-30 minute first impressions, show you guys a couple cards, and hope you have a great Halloween.
Yeah, and sorry, just to throw in, would love to hear your discussion and thoughts. So definitely like post on the the Facebook post, kind of what your initial impressions, what you think about, spark some discussion about these cards. Feel free to comment the video on YouTube. Talk about it. Tell us what you think. You think they're good? Okay, meh. We'll go from there.
Yeah. Perfect. So guys, we'll see you in the next episode of Bad Publicity L5R Adventures.
Yep.
Talk to you later.